Hello, my name is Navigator, and I guess as a spiritual successor to my best action figure of all time, or whatever the heck I called it video, I'm going to be unboxing another Indiana Jones figure from the Temple of Doom and the Indiana Jones Adventure series from Hasbro, that being the Hypnotized Indiana Jones. I picked this up at my local GameStop. Shout out to Mike, that guy was awesome. He kind of kept an eye out for this one for me. I told him I wanted it, and I'm super happy to unbox this because not only is it an awesome figure, but it comes with some really great accessories for some of my other figures, like the Shankara stones, and I'm super excited to throw those with my best action figure of all time, Indiana Jones. So that's super cool. I had it over here, my bad guys, I didn't really realize that, but there you go, the Shankara stones. So let's get this out of here, and we can finally get those with my other figures. Let's see. Let's open this up, and of course, this comes with another accessory to, what do you call it? To build the little temple of, what is it, Kali or whatever. What does he say at the end of the movie? Molaram, time to meet Kali in hell. Awesome line. I love Temple of Doom, my favorite Indiana Jones movie. Let's get him out of here. I love the packaging on these new figures. I think it's like plastic free or something. That's the whole gimmick I guess they're going for. But it works well. The packaging on these is super cool. The G.I. Joe ones are just as awesome, but I love these kind of world traveling ones. I try to keep these and reuse them. They're super great because, oh yeah, just that's what I was trying to say, is they have an opening, so you don't have to tear into them. If you really wanted to, you can keep these and use them for something else. They're really awesome, really great, maybe for flowers if you keep them. You know what I mean? My girlfriend collects lavender, and she always has these kind of bags. I'm rambling here. Let's talk about the figure. We've got to stay on track here. Whoa. Whoa. All right, well, I will say it looks a little bit more tiny than I anticipated, but it's not too bad. Maybe I just kind of got to level him out here a little bit and get all his joints in order. But yeah, wow, a lot of detail on here. I got to say, the thing that stands out to me the most off the bat is that kind of that blood mark on his forehead. And the thing that I like the most, and honestly, I don't think that this is kind of like a lack of work from Hasbro, but it looks like it was painted on by a hand. It's not like completely just deep red blood. It's kind of like light in some areas. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but it looks very realistic. This whole head sculpt looks super realistic. The stubble that he's got there just looks great. Oh my gosh, this is super cool. Really, really cool. This little sash that goes around him, that's awesome too. Like we noticed with the other figure, he does kind of have some injuries and some blood, and you can see from when he got whipped, he's got those scars on his back. What I was worried about, though, is that this was going to be like this little band going around him was going to be like too frail and it would break apart pretty easily. But it's honestly pretty sturdy. I doubt this thing will ever really give us any problems. He has this marking in his chest here. I'm not sure if that's something from the movie that I'm missing, or maybe it's like supposed to be chest hair or something. That's probably what it is, but it's too faint to tell. It kind of just looks like he's stained a little bit, so that's a little bit of a bummer. But the legs are typical with all of the other Indiana Jones figures that we have. They're just maybe a little bit weathered down at the bottom. Obviously, no rips and tears with them that we see with the other figure from Temple of Doom, but he does have butterfly joints as well. There's a lot of articulation with his torso. Really great. You can kind of move it all the way back there and all the way forward. And what I'm going to do now is kind of get into a little bit of an action pose. We can kind of see how he would look maybe on a shelf or something like that. Let's pose him up like this, and then we can take a look at the accessories. So we'll throw that down there. We'll get that out of here, and let's see what he comes with. A lot of accessories. I do have to say, some pretty cool ones. Let's see. Whoa, a lot of them in there. Nothing left. Let's make sure. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so we have, oh my gosh, I just noticed something super cool. I'm sure you guys did as well, but I'll get to it in a second. We had this little blood chalice that I believe this is the one that he was forced to drink blood from. That's actually really cool. I wish that maybe they had made some of the Thuggy figures to kind of go along with this, but this is a really cool accessory. I do like that a lot. Great detail, pretty gruesome, I have to say. That is definitely pretty gruesome. Wow. So we'll throw that over here. And the thing I was talking about is that we have two different versions of the Shankara stones. Check this out. So we have the normal ones here. These things look like Tic Tacs. But we have the normal ones here, just the normal Shankara stones, and they have the markings on them. Let's see. Do these ones have markings on them? I always forget. I think it's just that middle one. This one, there you go. It's got markings on them, but they all look the same. Really, really cool. I'm sure that these would easily fit in the hand. I'm not even going to try it out. I would know that if you stretch it out a little bit, these would easily fit in a hand or kind of like clasped under the arm. And then, of course, we have the glowing ones. What you could do maybe if you're a like a diorama creator is you could have that end bridge scene and have the rocks glowing as Indy's holding them or whatever, or as Mola Ram's holding them. But super cool to get two variations of these. I was not expecting that at all. That is super awesome to have two variations of the stones. Indy, of course, comes with his satchel. Whoa! No way! His satchel opens up and you can put, oh my gosh, that is an awesome feature. And you can throw the stones in there. The other pouches that we have, unfortunately, don't open. And it actually, you might be able to fit all three in here. Let's test it out. Let's see, 1, 2. I'm like the Count from Sesame Street. What's that guy's name? I always forget. Unfortunately, I haven't watched Sesame Street in years, as you guys can probably tell. But that is all 3 Shankara stones, pretty neatly and not too tight stuffed into that pouch. So that is really awesome to have. I'm going to throw this around Indy before Mola Ram can come back and snatch them from him. So that's great to have. Really awesome accessory. I'm probably going to swap with my other one, but still, that is super, super cool to have. And the last thing we do have here, he doesn't have any other hand sculpts. He's kind of got this like shooting one, which I don't really get at all. He's not really shooting anything, but he kind of comes with this, what do you call this thing? Oh man, I play Chivalry, I should know. Maybe like a pole, something. What is it called? It starts with a P, I feel. A pike. A pike. There you go. It's a pike. So there you go. He comes with this awesome pike, really super detailed. He can easily fit this in his hands. If he can fit this thing, he can fit the Shankara stones, no doubt. But that is super cool to have. I forget the scene. I forget really what he does with the weapon. But this is super cool. I love that a lot. That's awesome. There's a lot of detail on the top of there. You can see the wrap around it. And that is just super cool. So what I'm going to do, folks, is pose him up right here. There you go, a nice little pose for you. These are the other accessories that it does come with. Of course, I have the other set of Shankara stones on his back there. But overall, folks, this figure was a lot more than I was expecting. I am definitely a lot more... just the basic word is happy about this figure. I got this and I was kind of like, well, I just want to complete the collection and I'll just kind of throw it on a shelf. But this is really, really cool. Really, really top tier accessories with this figure. Some of the accessories you can obviously throw with some of the other figures like I was talking about. But man, absolutely knocked it out of the park with the detailing on this figure and the accessories, like I've been saying about 1,000 times now. So folks, I'm going to leave you with that. This, of course, is the Hypnotized Indiana Jones from the Hasbro Indiana Jones Adventure series. My name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care.